Okay, hello again, grade 5, and welcome to math lesson 2, comparing and ordering fractions. We'll pick up where we left off yesterday, and we'll continue. Let's have a look today then. Let's practice using our pause button on your video today. So when you see this sign, please stop the video and try to answer the question by yourself, okay? Take as long as you need, not worried about time today, okay? Good, and when you're ready to see the answer, you just press play again. Great, let's move on. We'll start today by checking page 6 in your green textbook. Okay, you had 5 questions under the Do and Learn banner on page 6. Question 1, it says compare the fractions by using the symbols greater than or less than. I'll try and go as quick as I can. Question A was greater than, B greater than, C less than, and D greater than. Okay, good. Let's go to question 2. It says compare and circle the improper fractions. Which one is smaller? Okay, question A, 18 over 5 was smaller than 14 over 3, and B, 10 over 7 was smaller than 13 over 8. Good. Question 3, it says compare the mixed numbers or improper fractions, which is greater? Question A, 10 over 4 is greater than 2 and 1 over 6. And question B, 16 over 3 is greater than 1 and 1 over 4. Okay, good. Question 4, you had to arrange these mixed numbers, improper fractions, in increasing order. That means you start with the smallest one. Okay, if it says increasing order, you're going up. So the smallest one, let's see, was 1 and 5 over 10. The second smallest was 15 over 7, followed by 32 over 10, followed by 24 over 7, and then we had 4 and 1 over 10. Just a quick reminder, I would expect students to write the fractions on the line as they appear in your book. So for example, you would write 1 and 5 over 10 first, followed by 15 over 7, and so on. Okay, good. Question 5, it says arrange these numbers in decreasing order. That means you would start with the biggest one you can see. Let's have a look. 16 over 3 was the largest, followed by 17 over 5, followed by the number 3, followed by 2 and 1 over 3, and finally the smallest mixed number was 1 and 1 over 2. Okay, excellent. Let's move on then. And actually, let me just remind you, please use a red pen to tick the answers, okay? If you got any answers incorrect, not to worry, can you just correct them in red pen? And just a quick reminder, I will collect your textbooks when you come back to school, and I will check that you've finished this work, all right? Good, let's go on to what do I want to do next? Yes, something I didn't cover yesterday, but we can recap today is what do you do if you see 2 mixed numbers and both whole numbers are the same and you're asked to compare them? Well, what you can do, guys, is just compare the fractions because the whole numbers are the same anyway, aren't they? So we have 2 and 2 over 3, and we have 2 and 3 over 4. Now let's see what we can do with these. We need to find a common multiple between 2 over 3 and 3 over 4. I think you guys know by now we can use 12, okay? So what have we done here? We've got 2 over 3, denominator 3 times 4, numerator 2 times 4, and then on the other side, 3 over 4, we have 4 times 3 and 3 times 3. And what do we get? We get 8 over 12 and 9 over 12. Put the whole number back And you can see clearly which one is bigger, can't you? So we would say 2 and 2 over 3 is less than 2 and 3 over 4. Okay, that's just a little tip to increase speed. All right. Another tip I'd like to give you today is cross multiply. You might be familiar with it, but let's recap. And what you can do, you can cross multiply the numerator from the first fraction with the denominator from the second fraction. So for example, 4 times 8, as you can see on the screen, equals 32. 7 times 5 equals 35. And you can see we put the answer above the numerator that we are using to multiply. So in this case, 4 is the numerator, multiplied by 8, the denominator, 32. So we put 32 above the numerator 4. Same for 35. We put 35, the answer, above the numerator 5. Okay, that's an important thing to remember. And now we can clearly see that 35 is bigger than 32. So we know that 4 over 7 is less than 5 over 8. Okay, you can always use this method with single fractions. Okay, it's a lot quicker than finding the least common multiple. Okay, let's try it one more time just to get it sunk into our memories. 6 over 11 and 9 over 15. Well, let's cross multiply. 6 and 15 gives us 90, and 11 times 9 gives us 99. Again, we can clearly see which number is bigger. 99 is bigger than 90, so that means 9 over 15 will be the bigger fraction, and we would write it like this, wouldn't we? 6 over 11 is less than 9 over 15. Okay, good. Now, let's go to page 7. We'll do a little bit of work together, and then I'll let you work by yourselves. Page 7, question number 1A. You can see the little rocket man with a caption above his head, and it says blank is the first common multiple of 8 and 6. So I think you guys are able to work it out already. We have 8 and 6 as the denominators. Common multiple, the first one would be 24, wouldn't it? Okay, 8 times 3 gives us 24, 7 times 3 gives us 21. 6 times 3 gives us, 6 times 4 gives us 24, and 5 times 4 gives us 20. You can clearly see which fraction is smaller. It is 5 over 6, isn't it? Because the numerator 20 is smaller than the numerator 21. Great. Okay, now you can see the pause button on your screen. Please pause, and I would like students to do this question by yourself. Use the space provided in the box to show you're working. Take as long as you need. Press pause now. Okay, great, and we're back. Let's see, how did I do this one then? Okay, a couple of methods you can use to get the answer for this. I turned 6 over 5 into a mixed number, so 6 over 5, 6 divided by 5 would be 1 and 1 over 5. And we'll compare that to the mixed number 1 and 2 over 3. Next step here would be to get the fractions or the denominators the same. You need to find a common multiple, which would be 15. Is that correct? So 6 over 5 would eventually equal 1 and 1 over 5, and then 1 and 3 over 15, because 5 times 3 is 15, 1 times 3 is 3. How about 1 and 2 over 3? Well, to get a denominator of 15, we would multiply 3 by 5, and then 2 by 5 gives us 10, so 1 and 10 over 15. Now you can clearly see which one is greater or smaller. 6 over 5 is smaller than 1 and 2 over 3, isn't it? Okay, well done. let's go on to page 8. And again, I want students to work by yourself on this page. So get ready to pause. Start with question A. It says, which fraction is greater? I would recommend turn 2 and 2 over 3 into an improper fraction and go from there. Okay, so please press pause and go now. Okay, and we are back. Excellent. Let's start with 2a then. 2 and 2 over 3. First, we see the denominators in the yellow circle, 3 and 6. So eventually we need to find a common multiple. First of all, though, we made 2 and 2 over 3 into an improper fraction, 8 over 3, because 2 times 3 plus 2 gives us 8, and we keep the denominator 3. Now, we don't need to change 15 over 6, do we? We'll keep it as it is, but we do need to change 8 over 3 to make into 6. So 6 can be our common multiple. 3 times 2 is 6. 8 times 2 is 16. So we can clearly see that 16 over 6 is greater than 15 over 6. Therefore, 2 and 2 over 3 is greater. Okay, good. For question B on page 8, question 2, let's have a look. We have the denominators 3 and 5. What did we do? We turned the fraction 2 over 3 into 10 over 15. So we multiplied by 5. We kept the whole number. We didn't need to change that at all. We just changed the fraction, didn't we? And for 2 and 4 over 5, we're going to multiply 5 by 3 and 4 by 3, which gives us 2 and 12 over 15. And again, we can clearly see which fraction is bigger or which mixed number is bigger. And we have 2 and 4 over 5 is greater, isn't it? Excellent. I hope you're with us so far and you're doing well. Let's keep moving. Let's go to C. Again, you can see the pause button. Just pause the video and attempt this question yourself. All right? So you can press pause now. Okay, excellent. We're back. Welcome back, everybody. Page 8, question 2C. We had 15 over 9 or 1 and 3 over 4. Which one is greater? Let's see how we did it then. Okay, so we turned 15 over 9, which is an improper fraction, into a mixed number, which is 1 and 6 over 9. And we kept 1 and 3 over 4. So now we just have to compare the denominators in each fraction, don't we? We need to find a common multiple between 9 and 4, which if you multiply 9 and 4 gives you 36, doesn't it? Okay, so let's use that. 9 times 4 equals 36. 6 times 4 equals 24. So 15 over 9 would eventually equal 1 and 24 over 36 in this case. How about 1 and 3 over 4? We must do 4 times 9, which gives us 36, and 3 times 9, which gives us 27. So now, again, we can clearly see which mixed number is greater. And so at the bottom here, we would write 1 and 3 over 4 is greater. Okay, there we go. D, I have 2 arrows already, so that would indicate change both improper fractions, maybe or maybe not. Let's see what we did. We have 4 and 6 as the denominators. Okay, so what we did, we found 12 as our common multiple. So for 19 over 4, we did 4 times 3 gives us 12. 19 times 3 gives us 57. And then we would go 6 times 2 gives us 12. 25 times 2 gives us 50. Again, it's very clear to see which improper fraction is greater. So at the bottom, you would write 19 over 4 is greater. Okay, excellent. Let's keep moving. I think this is the last question that we'll do in this class, and then I'll have you do some work by yourself at home. Okay, good. Let's do this together then. So this is page 9 now. Question 3A, and it says arrange each set of numbers in increasing order. Increasing means going up, so we would start with the smallest. Now I have a blue arrow underneath 19 over 3 because it's an improper fraction. We can already see that 5 and 1 over 2 is less than 6, the whole number 6. Let's see what 19 over 3 is. 19 divided by 3 gives us 6 and 1 over 3. So in my mind, it's very clear already that we have the smallest mixed number, which would be 5 and 1 over 2. In the middle, we would have 6. And then at the very end, the largest mixed number would be 6 and 1 over 3. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. All right. And again, don't forget, guys, always go back and press pause and replay a segment if you need to, no problem. Let's have a look then. So homework, I'm going to give you page 9, question 3, B and C, and then followed by page 10, question 4, A, B, and C. All right, guys, you can send pictures of your work to my email address, which is at the bottom, teacherjohnny87@gmail.com. Also, if you have any questions or queries, please feel free to message me and I will try and get back to you as soon as I can, okay? Well done. I'll see you very soon with the next math video. And then remember, our science video is also coming up, okay? Well done today. Good luck, and I'll see you again soon. All right? Bye-bye.